Alright everyone, welcome to the first ever weekend edition episode of the Z-Watch Show. This is episode 4, I believe, the first one I am doing on a weekend. Today, I'm going to keep these weekend shows. Like I said, I want to start posting every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, either Sunday morning or Saturday night, just based on, college football games or if anything cool happened on that Saturday. So, first off, what we're going to talk about today is going to be pretty quick. It's going to be, the Barstool Beach House talk. I'm in the Barstool world, obviously. That's where I'm going to work in the future. And then also my NFL future bets for this upcoming season, as well as just who I think is going to make the playoffs. So I hope you guys enjoyed my first ever weekend show.
It's time for the Z-Watch Show. It's the Z-Watch Show. It's the Z-Watch Show. Man, this guy knows ball. He knows everything. It's time for the Z-Watch Show.
Alright guys, welcome back. I hope you guys, let me know how you think about that intro, by the way. I made that intro in about 20 seconds on TikTok, and I think I'm going to keep that intro for a while. But let's get started today on episode 4. First, we're just going to briefly go over some of the Barstool Beach House talk. Again, kind of like last episode, I did no notes. I just wrote down the names of people and what I've been seeing. I've been staying up to date. Honestly, I lay in bed and kind of just refresh Twitter and TikTok, even though it's a waste of time, but it's either that or I just watch a movie that I've seen 100 times, so whatever. The number one reason why I actually love it, it's kind of wholesome, is Kadick. Kadick's the man, basically. The Kadick crawlers. You can call me a Kadick crawler. Not qualler, crawler. And like I said before, what was it? Yesterday as well, too. Hilarious. They got a mannequin of Kadick crawler on there. Dude's electric. I mean, he's one of those guys where you just want to hang out with. That's all you want to do is hang out with this guy. He's a great time. Got a little drunk last night. But he's the fan favorite. Everyone loves him. He's so lovable. All the girls love him. I mean, he's deep in the friend zone. All I want from Kadick is just to get laid once. I just want him to get laid once. If he gets laid once, that might strike happiness inside of me. And I don't get happy for other people. I do get happy for other people. I'm actually a great guy. Shout out me. But I want to see Kadick get laid. That's the one note I had of him. Needs to get laid. And then we also have the obvious kind of why the show started, was that Nikki Annika drama. It's kind of the same thing over and over again. Just looking at it, I think Nikki's a complete fucking dumbass, like everyone says. Hilarious guy. It reminds me of a lot of my friends. He'd be amazing to hang out with. If you want to go hit on girls or just have yourself a night, you're going to take your boy Nikki out. Nikki Smokes is coming with you. He's a great guy to go out with. But in terms, I think Annika, at least what the clips show, obviously I don't know if they text on the side or anything like that, but what it shows, Annika is done with him. She wanted it to be him. She really did. You could see it in her eyes and the way she smiles at him. She wanted it to be him, but Nikki's fucked up so many times that if she has any type of self-respect, you just can't go back to him. You can't. So I think that feud's over. I think Nikki's going to try to drag it on as long as he can, and obviously Annika is going to yell at him. But I think Annika needs to bring home a 6'6" man, some big boy, some big ripped guy, and bring him home. A guy that Nikki Smokes can't beat up. Don't bring home me. Alright, I'm 5'9". 5'8", some would say. Don't bring me home. Bring home a big boy that if Nikki tries to step up to, he's going to have the self-control not to punch him, but will, if needs be. Next up is the relationship Janny. So, Danny and Jackie. It's going pretty good. They're making out. I think it's just going to be one of these August flings that they're having in terms of just looking throughout the week, listening to Jackie talk. Jackie didn't seem I don't know. She said she likes to take things slow. They live in New York and Chicago. My guess it's going to be one of those summer flings. Everyone's going to love that couple. People are going to be chanting, Janny. Will they hook up? Probably in week 3 or 4. Not tonight. I don't think they're going to fuck. But next week, they're definitely going to, dabble in a little bit of fornication. All right. The next up on my list is going to be Ella. Ella seems like a great time to hang out with. Honestly, I've known some girls like Ella who were just she's a perfect girl best friend. She's a perfect girl best friend. I don't think, obviously, I wouldn't have a chance but I don't think I could personally date her just because, not gonna lie, I like my girls quiet. She yaps. She yaps a lot. And she would occasionally annoy me, but she's hilarious to be around. She's the life of the party. She twerks, great twerker. I think for like the 5 minutes there while I was scrolling on TikTok, half of my feed was just her twerking and laying it down. So shout out to her. She's got a nice twerk game. Nice twerk game, Ella. But yeah, she seems fun. Like the perfect girl best friend. The perfect girl best friend. Obviously, she's also very beautiful too. So some guy's going to be very happy. My type, no. But shout out Ella. Great girl best friend. Would love to be friends with her. What else do I have? Others. Oh, other stars in Brie. Oh, say, so people went into this thinking Brie was going to be the star of the show. I mean, she dated Zach Bryan. She's been in all this drama. I think people were expecting more drama than what there was, which is totally reasonable. But you got to think, too, I feel like this season 1's just kind of a trial run. For Barstool, there's definitely things they can do a little bit better in terms of, I know yesterday they went like damn near an hour without uploading TikTok clips. Like, you can't do that. Like, your things, you upload damn near every 5 minutes. Even like sooner than that, just giving updates or just, people want to see these people just do regular things too. Like if they're sitting there, just any type of conversation, you gotta post it. You gotta post it. But Brie wasn't even in the picture last night. And yeah, the other stars are starring. Other than Brie. Brie's not the star of the show. She's one of the older people in there. And she's kind of like Dante, essentially. Dante the Don seems like a great guy. I kind of agree with him. Why was no one out past 1 o'clock in the Barstool Beach House? It's kind of like, come on. You're there to have fun and party and kind of make a fool of yourself. Stay out. Dante the Don's like 45, so. But Brie's kind of that girl version. She's been taking care of everyone. She's honestly been really great, but not what people expected in terms of the star of the show. That's K-Dick, Ella. Next guy I'm going to bring up, Tommy Smokes. And right now, Tommy's passing Nikki Smokes as the #1 fuckboy. That's all I got to say, guys. 29 years old. Sweetheart, he looks... The thing about Tommy is that he looks like he could be 21. So it's not like no one blinks an eye. Dude's 29 and pulls an insane amount of pussy. I mean, people call him Tommy Two Blondes. America, sweetheart, is just to cover up for him to get laid. It is. It is. Nikki Smokes, honestly, I was going to say this when I was talking about Nikki and Annika, but Nikki's honestly been disappointing too. I was expecting this guy to be an ultimate fuckboy. This guy made out with 2 drunk girls. That's it. That's all you've done? I used to do that every week in my freshman year. And I had no motion. No motion at all. I just got my heart ripped out. No motion at all. Speaking of motion, the girl I'm going on a date with just texted me. Now I have motion. And I don't know if I'm going to kiss her. It's our first date. A little nervous, actually. Alright, and then the last thing out of the Barstool Beach House that I even had written down here was just Meek and Phil having a night. I like when the social people, like the people recording it actually show their personalities a little bit. It's kind of cool to see. I know he's like Dave's guy, so also a text from your boss saying have a good night is just never a good text to get, honestly, from anyone. Being a guy who's dated girls, if my girlfriend at the time said, hey, have a good night, it's not going to be a good night. Not going to be a good night at all. You know what? I just remembered, on top of all this, I forgot I had my AirPods in as well, too. I'm not an AirPod guy. I'm not an AirPod guy. This is just, I was listening to, actually, Barstool Beach House. But yeah, no, I think Barstool Beach House is going good. I think they have about 100K on TikTok now, a little less than that on Twitter. Instagram, I know K-Dick's getting like 20,000+ followers on Instagram. It's been a good show so far. If you're a stoolie, like a true stoolie, you're loving this. If you're not, then you probably don't give a fuck. Obviously, it's not as good as Love Island just because, you know, the overall production and, you know, these guys aren't fucking every single night or the drama's not all there. The show's going good. They're just good people. They just, to make it like a truly insane show, you just need more drama. You need Nikki to hook up with Jackie, or Tommy to hook up with Ella, or like I think Annika could set this whole can make this show so much bigger than it is if she just brings home a guy, and Nikki just crashes the fuck out. I think that's what everyone wants to see, and I think Annika just needs to kind of suck it up and be like, hey, I'm gonna bring this guy home, and you can just make out with him in the bed or just talk to him in the bed. You don't have to do anything with him, but I think even bringing home a guy will light a fire under Nikki, and then his Twitter's gonna go off, and I think that can make the entire show and also kind of their careers blow up a little more than what they already are, because Annika, for me personally, maybe that's just the world I'm in, is only known as being Nikki Spoke's ex. Like, she needs to be known as a boss girl. Fuck that guy. I'm the girl. I deserve better. This is my new man. Look at how big he is. Look at how big he is. Alright, but I think that's enough. I think that was about 10 minutes of Barstool Beach House talk. But yeah, great show. I mean, I'm going to upload every hour. I just refresh and watch the new clips, either off Twitter or TikTok. I go back and forth. But yeah, it's going good. Like I said, having over 100K followers in 2 weeks, that's pretty good to do. Even though Barstool's big following, that's still impressive. I'm guessing the impressions are good and, keeping the lights on. So, yep, that's enough with Barstool Beach House talk. Now I'm going to get into... Alright, do you guys want NFL future bets first or NFL playoffs? You know what, actually? I brought this coin here, too, because I'm in between two teams on the pictures. So, what I'm going to do... Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I want to do NFL future bets first, anyways. So, I wrote down... I came a little bit more prepared today than I was with the ACC. I wrote down, the odds. I watched my last video back and you couldn't even see the piece of paper. I don't even know why I'm showing it to you guys. But not like anyone's gonna fucking watch this anyways. Fucking all I want is 5 subscribers. 5 subscribers, and I'll upload at the same time, same day, just like 3 or 5 fans that watch my stuff. That's all I need. That's all I need. I know I start clipping this stuff and putting it on TikTok. I'm gonna get some subscribers, some probably like 10, and then they're not gonna watch. But if I'm consistent with it, then maybe you guys will watch. And I'm trying to become more entertaining. I'm trying to make more and more segments. And I also forgot to do a hot take in the intro. I'm also going to do a hot take segment. Like I said, I'm going to do every single episode. I got one lined up. It's I forgot. That's on me. See, not prepared because I don't have 5 subscribers. 5 subscribers. That's all I need. That's all I want. All right, my NFL future bets that I will be putting down. Obviously, I did a lot of these in increments of $5. I think my unit size, because I am younger, like I said last episode that no one watched, I just got out of debt, so I am a little broke, and I'm getting another job that's going to pay a lot more money where I can afford to put... I want to bet on these games, but I don't want to lose the bet and then want to jump out of my apartment's window. That is not something I want to do. Obviously, there might be times where I put down a big bet, and you guys will know. You guys or girls will know it's big bet, it's money on the line. There's a lot of these that I love putting a lot of money on, too. But anyways, let me get started here. The first one I have, this is my bolder one, because obviously I'm a short guy. And I believe in the short kings out there. And I'm not talking about Kyler Murray. I'm talking about Bryce Young. I have the Carolina Panthers at plus 270 to make the playoffs. Think about it. Think about it. That's a storyline right there. That's a team that could definitely make the playoffs this year. Do I know that much about them? No. I know they have a good receiving core. What was it, Chuba Hubbard? Chuba Hubbard's back? You're telling me you don't want to go into the wild card weekend being like, Chuba Hubbard, gain of 4 yards, first down. That's what I want to watch right there. But yeah, I have the Carolina Panthers plus 270 to make the playoffs. And once I do put these bets in, if I don't have the balls to put them to make the playoffs, I'm at least going to do one of the two. That would be Panthers over 6.5 wins, so they just have to go 7-10. That's at minus 130, so it's $5 to win $8.84. I think that's a pretty good investment. How high I am on the Panthers, I think over 6.5 at minus 130 is just... I'm not going to say a lock, but it's close enough. And then if I'm feeling risky, but I'm like, oh, they're going to miss the playoffs. They're going to go 8-9, 9-8, and not make the playoffs because the NFC is still pretty good. Like, when I was making my playoff selections, I was leaving out some teams where, like, I can definitely see them making the playoffs. Like if the Falcons win the tiebreaker over them, because the two wildcard teams are either going to be the Eagles, Commanders, and the Packers. So then it just leaves that last spot for some wildcard team to hit. And like a team out of the NFC South as well, too. Who the fuck knows, right? Or not, NFC West. Damn it. NFC West. So I'm thinking Rams. Like, if Matthew Stafford stays healthy the entire season, he's going to make the playoffs. Like, stuff like that. But anyways, I had Panthers over 7.5 wins at plus 142. So $5 to win $12. So that I might do rather than the 6.5 or just to make the playoffs. I feel like that's just a safer bet and better for my money. I mean, it's an extra $4. So that's huge. That's a drink downtown. That is a full-on single vodka lemonade at most places I go to. So I love that. And then this one is free money. Free. If anyone edits this, which no one will because I just put this together and post it, free money. Right? Free money right there. The Bills, Ravens, or Bengals to win the AFC. The Chiefs aren't winning the AFC this year. The Chiefs aren't winning the AFC this year. Mark it down. No one out of the AFC South, Houston, any of those teams are. Fuck that. The Chargers, they're going to be good. The Chargers are going to be very good, but they're just taking that step to being an elite team. They're not going to take that step to win the AFC this year. So it's free money. So either bet $5 on the Ravens, Bills, or Bengals. You bet $5 on the Bills or Ravens, $5 to win 22. You bet on the Bengals, $5 to win 60. So if you bet $5 on all of them, you're guaranteed at least a $7 return. Not a $7 return. So you bet $15, you're gonna win 22. So you just increase your wallet by $7. It's free money. This isn't the Chiefs' year. They got blown out of the Super Bowl. When you get blown out of the Super Bowl, that means you're gonna take a little step back. They might make the AFC Championship game, sure, because they still have fucking Patrick Mahomes. But this is Lamar Jackson's year. This is Josh Allen's year. This is Joe Burrow's year. One of those three guys is going to make the Super Bowl again. So, that's free money. That is free fucking money for you guys. And then I have NFC North division winner, the Lions at plus 160. I think people are too high up. People are too worried about, the coordinators left. Well, guess what? They still have Jahmyr Gibbs. They still have Amon-Ra St. Brown. They still have Jared Goff. They still have an elite offensive line. They still have David Montgomery coming back. They have all these pieces coming back. The defense is just going to be healthier. We got Aiden Hutchinson back. Like, shut the fuck up. All right, Lions, NFC North, division winners, $5 to win $13. That's a lock. People are scared. That's easy money as well, too. And then I also have, this is just basically, you could not double your money, but basically 1.98 times it. That would be, NFC South, Buccaneers to win the division at minus 110. Even though I'm high on the Panthers and slightly on the Falcons this year, they're not, the Bucs are winning that division unless something catastrophic happens. It's $5 to win $9.54. That's just a way to easily basically double your money, the Bucs. That's free. That's like betting Clemson to win the ACC, essentially. That's the same exact thing I'm doing. But anyways, not a bad bet. I don't promote this, but this is not a bad bet if you're high on one of these teams. First-time Super Bowl winners at plus 165. So $5 to win $13.25. So I don't think it's a bad bet. You have basically the Lions, Bengals, Bills, Chargers. There's other teams like I think the Texans too, and then there's like Browns and Jags and stuff like that. I didn't even include. But those four teams, if you think one of those four teams is gonna win it all, like you're high on the Bills, you're high on the Lions this year, I think a first-time winner at plus 165 is a very good bet. Very, very good bet. Not a bad bet. Actually, I had a not a bad bet. Not a very good bet, a not a bad bet, though. I probably might stay away from it just because I might do the free money bet that I was talking about. But that's not a bad bet. That's not a bad bet. And then next, I had the storyline, too. The storyline for me is that Joe Burrow should have won the MVP last year. He just should have. There's no reason why he didn't. So it's Joe Burrow, MVP, plus 650. I have it written down here. Voter fatigue. I don't think that's the right word for it. Josh Allen's not going to win it. He won it last year. Lamar Jackson's won plenty. Patrick Mahomes won it in the past. There's really no one else. No one out of the NFC that's going to win it. Maybe the only way I could see Joe Burrow not winning it, if you eliminate Josh Allen, Lamar, and Patrick Mahomes, is if somehow Jaden Daniels has a better season than last year and the Commanders are the 1 seed. Other than that, Joe Burrow's winning the MVP. I think it's $5 to win $37.50. I already put that down. Joe Burrow MVP. It's a great bet at plus $6.50. Thank you, Josh Allen and Lamar, for being so good that those odds are that great. Got to take that. And then on top of that, never mind. Not on top of that. Oh, I guess I could. I got to skip down on my sheet. Offensive Player of the Year, Jamar Chase. I might do this too because I don't think Saquon's going to win it back-to-back. That's just not going to happen. Running backs don't win it back-to-back. I don't know when the last time that's happened. I don't think it's going to happen. So I have these two players. I have Offensive Player of the Year, Jamar Chase, because if I'm that high on Joe Burrow, that means Jamar Chase had damn near a triple crown season. Plus $8.50, so $5 to win, $47.50. Or, since David Montgomery's hurt this year, I think this OC is going to lean a lot on Jahmyr Gibbs. I think this is Jahmyr Gibbs to kind of be that star running back that everyone knows he can be. He just had a split time with David Montgomery because why would you not when David Montgomery's that fucking good? $5 to win $70. So I think I'm going to put a future on Offensive Player of the Year, Jamar Chase, and Gibbs. So the least amount of money you're winning if one of those bets hit is $37.50. The most amount you're winning is $60. Listen to me. No one's going to watch this, but just listen to me. I'm telling you guys, when I come back in episode 55 or something like that and say, I fucking told you guys, show you fucking idiots. You should have bet on it. With me. You should have rode with me. Should have ridden all over me. Idiots. Alright, next up. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Ashton Genty plays for the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm sorry. He's not going to win Rookie of the Year. As much as I love Ashton Genty last year, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it right now. I'm not being a hater. I am not being a hater. But he's making odds better for, again, I might just put $5 on 2 players. I feel like it's just free money because I can't decide. So why not put it on both? And not be wrong and still make money. Will I make as much money? No. Will I sacrifice, I don't know, $10? Sure, but I'm still profiting, so I don't understand why I wouldn't do this, but I'm stuck between Cameron Ward and then Amarian Hampton, the Chargers running back. Jim Harbaugh wants to run the fucking rock. Pound the rock, baby. Hampton to win Offensive Rookie of the Year or Ward. Ward is $5 to win $22.50. Hampton is $5 to win $42.50. So when in doubt, worst case scenario, I'm winning $12.50. That seems pretty fucking good to me. That's a meatball marinara at Subway. Hey, once this reward's over, guess what? I don't want to make food. I don't want to get up and make food. Psych, there's a Subway down the road. I'm going to walk my happy ass over there. I'm going to send a little shout out to Cameron Ward or Hampton and be like, wow, hey, meatball marinara, throw in 2 chocolate chip cookies for me, might as well too. Yeah, thanks, sir. Thanks. So you're welcome. And then obviously Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think this one's already a lock, and that's Abdul Carter plus 225, $5 to win $16.25. He's just so goddamn good. I mean, I watched him at Penn State, obviously being a Big Ten guy. He's the man. He's going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year unless he gets hurt. Obviously, all of these are avoiding a catastrophic injury. Essentially, as long as a catastrophic injury doesn't occur, all these bets are going to hit. Mark my words, listen to Z-Watt bets. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. And then, I don't even know why I wrote down little notes. I got 3 more for you guys. I just stay away from comeback. Too many options for comeback player of the year. That is true. I mean, you have, J.J. McCarthy, McCaffrey. I was going to put money on Aiden Hutchinson, but I decided not to just because C-Mac's coming back and he's too good for me to disrespect. I'm also a J.J. McCarthy fan, so if somehow he explodes with the Vikings, I'm not going to root for him to do bad. So I'm staying away from that. And then 2 more I have, which I probably won't do, but I do like just because this is if you bet Joe Burrow to win MVP, you might as well go all in and bet Joe Burrow most passing yards at plus 500. $5 to win $30. And then obviously same thing with Jamar Chase, reception yards, plus 600, $5 to win 35. So if you're all in on those 2 guys, you're all in on the Bengals this year, kind of like what I am. Maybe I probably will bet it once I get this paycheck to get through, which is taking forever to get in my account, which is starting to piss me off. But once that comes in, I think I'm going to place my $5 on all these bets. The only issue is I have to wait so long for this money to return. So, like, it's worth it if you can put, like, $100 on all these. Then you're living in it. You're living in love. You're living in it. All right. So 2 more segments now. I'm going to just brief down. I'm not going to do my NFL preview just yet. I'm going to do that later on in a different episode when I have more time to talk about it. I think I'm going to do an entire episode kind of previewing the NFL. That's going to be its own separate episode. But I will just give you guys a brief list of my playoff predictions. Because I saw on Instagram today, I forgot what account, just like playoff prediction odds, and I was like, let me show the Z-Watch show what Z-Watt's cooking up. This might change with more research, though. But first glance, I don't want to be boring. I want a little bold sometimes. Obviously, NFC, I have the 1 seed Lions, 2 seed. I think the Eagles are going to win the East again, NFC East again. I love Washington this year, but the Eagles are just so goddamn good. And they still have their core pieces where it's like, what? Like, I could not put anyone over the Lions and the Eagles. I just couldn't. And then 3, I got the Bucks. I do think the Bucks are going to beat the Eagles, though, in the divisional round. Don't quote me on that, but I'm almost positive that will happen. And then I just stuck with what I know right now without doing much research. I stuck with the 49ers at 4. And then 5, like I said before earlier in the episode, Washington, Packers. And then 7, I liked a bunch of other teams, but I'm riding with the Panthers. You know, it's time for me to nut up or shut up, and I nut up or shut up right here. I nutted all over with the Panthers, and I shut up, and I wrote it down. Panthers 7 seed right there. AFC now, we got 1 seed. I think the Bills. The Bills are going to be the 1 seed. This one is controversial. A little controversial here. Not, if you've been listening to me the last 15 minutes, this isn't controversial at all because I'm so high on Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. I have the Bengals as the 2 seed. I think missing the playoffs, they're going to have a good start. I think the first 2 games are against the Browns and Raiders. I don't know. Someone else that fucking sucks. So, yeah, Bills, Bengals at 2. I'm not high on the Chiefs this year. They still have a good defense. They still have Patrick Mahomes. But I think they're going to take a little bit of a step back. And I think it's the Chargers' year to kind of explode onto the scene and win the division. I don't think the Chargers are going to go that far in the playoffs. I really don't. They might. I hope they make the divisional round, but I don't think they will, because I think the Chiefs are going to get the 6th seed, and the Chiefs are going to win a playoff game against the Chargers. They might go 0-2 in the regular season, but when it comes time for the playoffs, I'm betting on Patrick Mahomes every time. But I have the Texans at 4 just because I think that division sucks. I think the Jags are going to be a little better, but just not good enough to win the conference. I think the Texans are going to probably finish 10-7 and be a 4 seed. Ravens at 5, obviously, and then Chiefs at 6. And then this is why I have this dime right here, because I have Broncos/Steelers at 7. I couldn't decide, so I figured I would let the coin decide for you guys here. So I have a dime. Heads and tails. All right, ready? Here we go. Flip it over. Wait, what should I say? Tails is Steelers, heads is Broncos. It's heads. All right, Broncos. Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlinson do not make the playoffs for the first time in a long time. That's rough. I think if they don't make the playoffs this year, I think A-Rod retires. It's over. It's over for his career. No team's going to really want him. Steelers obviously make the playoffs damn near every year as a 7th or 6th seed, so that's a bad look. That is a bad look for Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. But yeah, that kind of wraps up a little bit about the NFL here. Yeah, now let's head it over to my hot take. All right, hot take time. I kind of forgot to put one together for you guys, but a part of my job here, that I have in real life, is that I do drive a lot, like too much. I drive 1,000, 2,000 miles a week. It fucking seems like it as long as my, like, what is it called? It's a speedometer, or I don't even know what it's called. It just tells me how many miles, basically, when I pump up gas every day. It's the worst. But anyways, fuck. Oh yeah, the amount of driving I do, I get on a lot of highways. Like 2 lanes, basically. So yeah, highways. I'm going 55, 70, whatever. But it's all 2 lanes. I'm not going on, I rarely ever go on interstates. So on interstates, this isn't really an issue. But on 2 lanes, this is a massive issue for me. If you're on the left lane, I think my hot take is, I know we're not going to do this, and I respect these type of people. I honestly thought about getting a job as one just to listen to stuff and enlighten myself on stuff while I drove. But semi-drivers should never, ever, ever be in the left lane. Ever. If they go in the left lane, I think it should be mandatory by law that semi-drivers, if in the left lane, have to go 5 miles or faster. By law. Mandatory. Because you know how annoying it is when there's a semi on the right lane, or just another car in the right lane, and there's a semi on the right lane. It's 55 and they're both going 55. What are we doing? It's irate. I'm getting my blood. I'm going to keep my blood down. I've bitched to my roommates about this before. But if there's a semi-driver or a bigger car, I don't care, a bigger car, and you're in the left lane, you have to be going 5 or faster. You just have to be. I'm not going to ban semis from going in the left lane, because there's some semi-drivers that fucking fly. And I think there's got to be a code when you take like a semi-driver test, so you have to go within the speed limit, probably 3 under. As a Domino's delivery driver, I failed one question. It was like, how fast should you be going? And I guessed the exact speed limit. No, it's 3 under. So that's stupid. So I'm not going to ban semi-drivers from being in the left lane, but there should definitely be a law where they have to go 5 or over. Because if I'm sitting behind a semi for longer than 10 minutes and they're staying in the left lane, I'm furious. I'm cussing myself. Whole day ruined. But that is my hot take of the episode, and that'll wrap up my first ever weekend episode. It's Saturday, August 16th. Hopefully this uploads later today. Last episode took a while to upload, but that's okay. But I hope you guys enjoyed my brief little weekend episode. And yeah, you guys have a good rest of your weekend.